G'day fellow moto vloggers, Bandit Nav on Ruby the Suzuki Bandit on this Tuesday afternoon, come evening, and the temperature is about 24 degrees Celsius, and that's the best it's been for well over a week now. And it just feels, I don't know, it just feels like a dream. This cool breeze, oh, it's magical. Instead of having a sweat fest, you got a lovely cool breeze. Always appreciated. I'm just sick and tired of all these 40-degree days we've had this summer, and even the first day of autumn, that was 41, which is March the 1st. Absolutely terrible heat, and I know some places in Australia get it hot all the time, but we're not acclimatised to it because we live down here, down south, well south of where it's hot, and you just can't get used to it because it's not that temperature all the time, and you acclimatise to it. So, you know, our extremes of temperature can be, well, 47, which we had in the summer, down to, well, 0. We'll go 0 because we have had -5 before, but that was a long time ago. But from 47 to say 0 degrees centigrade. So there is a fair extreme. So we do get a fairly cold winter. Not as cold as some places, of course, but they don't get the extreme heat like we do, where it comes off the desert. But anyway, hopefully the summer and the 40-degree heat, the back has broken, and we won't get anything like that until next summer, which will be nice. Just had to come for a ride out because, well, haven't been able to ride. It's been too bloody hot again from the last heat wave. So I normally go straight down. I normally go straight down Craigmore Road, but it's such a nice evening, nice day, that I decided to come the long way home just to get a bit of a ride out. Okay, well, that's enough of that chatter about the weather. Yesterday week, which is yesterday was Monday, and a week ago I went into hospital to have a procedure. I got there at the Lower McEwen around 20 past 6 in the morning, and I was there before the office girls who do all the paperwork before you go around into the day surgery area, and so I waited around, and she came in, and then I got called up and got my paperwork for the nurses. Then I got called up to where you wait to go into your surgery, and they said, your first cab off the rank. And I thought, well, that's alright. The earlier I go in, the earlier I can go home. So I'm waiting there for a little while, and bingo, I'm off to the surgery, and you go in the operating theatre and you lay down, and They pump this stuff into you, and then you breathe. You breathe in your, I suppose, your anaesthetic. I don't know. And you're thinking, how long is this going to take? I mean, doing all these deep breaths, and I'm still awake. What's going on? And next minute you're waking up. You're waking up, and it's all over and done with. I'll just go past these wires here, just in case they interfere. So okay, next minute you wake up. There's some more here as well. They could interfere. Yeah. So next minute you wake up, and the first thing I noticed when I woke up, I didn't have a catheter, and I was believe me, I was extremely pleased about that, because I didn't want to wake up with a catheter inside me. I just didn't want to, because I've had 3 before, and I just didn't want that catheter, and luckily I didn't have it. So I've looked at that as a reasonably good sign. At this point in time, I don't know anything. They tell you they'll ring you up and let you know what's going to happen next. So I'm still waiting on that. I suppose it'll take about 2 weeks or something. So I'm still waiting on that. And at this point in time, I don't know any more than my last vlog that I gave you an update on my illness. So I can't really report too much at this point in time, but as soon as I know, I'll let you all know. So yeah, another subject I just want to touch on a little bit is we've had 7 motorcyclists die on the roads here in my state come city, and it sounds like most of them were speed related, and in actual fact, apparently there was one that was riding around and on the main roads, and he didn't even have a helmet on, and had an accident and died. So that's a bit silly. Now the last one that was reported that died was I think a bloke in his mid-50s, 55ish, and well, I suppose like me, a motorcycle lover and all that sort of thing, and that one was a very strange one. You can't understand exactly what happened and what happened for him to come off or whatever, because it wasn't, well, in a bad place. It was up in the hills, but whether you wouldn't think being a 55-year-old would be speed related, and he was a long time rider. So and they said in the news that he recently had just got conquered throat cancer. So yeah, poor bugger. I'm feeling for that person. Loved his motorbikes, like, well, all of us do, I suppose, that ride. So yeah, and of course there's a bit of a blitz on bikes at the moment in this state come my city. But I think I've touched on the subject before. It's the riders. They get very gung-ho on their bikes, and they're young and they wring its neck, and you know, and cars just can't avoid them as quick as as what their mind can relate to how fast they're going. You know, you could look up and he's a fair way away, and if he's really speeding and really giving it the gun, you could pull out and he's on top of you. So yeah, so just don't go stupid, everyone, on bikes. You don't have to ride the guts out of it, ride it like you stole it, so to speak, to have fun on a bike. Just riding in that is fun in itself. So anyway, Panda Nev on Ruby, the Suzuki Bandit, there must have been a train recently, a bit of a line-up here, bidding you all a very, very, very safe riding, and especially you guys that are in the Northern Hemisphere, because it's coming up to your riding season. Yeah, so ride very, 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 very safe, and until next time, and the next health update, cheers for now.